The question is about experiment in art today. Why it is necessary, on your opinion? Because as I can see, you work a lot of now on exhibition and, you know, new thinking of art. And that's my question is, do you think it's necessary today?
Well, I think first it's useful for the social sciences, because the social sciences are still in a very narrow regime of argumentation and genre of studies. So it's very useful for them to deal with the artist. And it's immensely useful for the artist to reconnect with the social sciences, especially with the notion of inquiry, as John Dewey would say. And social sciences, whatever their definition is about inquiry. And it's very important that sort of getting out of the idea that if you are an artist, you express yourself, which is of course ridiculous. You don't express yourself in any interesting way.
Yeah.
But if you learn to study with social scientists about a new aspect of the world, then you produce very different type of art forms. And I think that's why the notion of experiment, which is now everywhere in the art domain, notion everyone has a laboratory and does experiment, is spreading, but I think for a good reason, because it's the world that we have to describe is so completely different from the world that we had to describe when we were only humans. In the traditional view of society, that it has to be experimental, because no one has the followed. Now I'm working with scientists and artists to describe the sciences. And it's the scientists who are now interested in describing their own domain with the help of the artists, because they are themselves without sort of good ways of understanding their own disciplines. So that's what I think the notion of experiment is also crossing the boundaries with the sciences, not only social sciences. And I think that's where very different from the old art and science domain, which was not so productive. But the collective experiment where scientists, social scientists and artists converge on some sort of common problem, I think that's very useful.
Because, in my opinion, it's actually the new project of digital humanities to try to, let's say, you know, come together different, let's say, scientists, artists, and things like that. Do you think that project about something like, which is not good, let's say, notion, digital humanities, do you think it's the future of humanities?
Well, no. I mean, you want a short answer?
No, just as you want.
No, I think the digital is everywhere, but it's not, I mean, it's not a good category. The digital is everywhere as a source of transformation of data, but it's not the goal, or is it not the project? I mean, it's something else which is happening. I participated in a digital humanity project, many of them actually, but it's always where the digital is a segment and a moment into an inquiry or work of art, like the Veronese project in Venice, which I participated in. The digital is one moment into the history of this project of transforming one painting into another version of its originality, so to speak. So I'm slightly ill at ease with the notion of digital humanity.